As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Florida Representative Matt Gaetz remains defiant tonight. He's, quote, absolutely not stepping down, end quote. And this is interesting. In his op-ed in the Washington Examiner, he makes this assertion. Although I'm sure some partisan crooks in Merrick Garland's Justice Department want to pervert the truth and the law to go after me, I will not be intimidated or extorted. The battle for America's future demands gladiators, and I am going to keep getting back up and fighting every single day, end quote. The thing is this. The investigation into possible sex crimes actually started while Bill Barr was the Attorney General under Trump. Back with us tonight, Kimberly Atkins, previously of both WBUR and the Boston Herald, now a member of the Boston Globe editorial board. She's one of the co-hosts of the podcast Sisters-in-Law with Joyce Vance, Jill Wine-Banks, and Barbara McQuaid. And A.B. Stoddard, veteran Washington journalist and associate editor and columnist for Real Clear Politics. Good evening to both of you. A.B., let me just start with you, because Matt Gaetz came out swinging in this op-ed, swinging at literally everybody, the establishment, the FBI, Merrick Garland's Justice Department, the Cheney political dynasty. He targeted everybody except Trump, and Trump hasn't chimed in on this yet. What do you make of that?
Well, I think Matt Gaetz is learning the hard way that everything he's heard for years about Trump's loyalty going one way is really true. Trump has said nicer things about Roy Moore than his silence about Matt Gaetz is translating. But I think that it's true in the discussion that you were having before that this op-ed is literally the handbook of Donald Trump, that Matt Gaetz, like Donald Trump, is a rich kid whose dad took care of his problems. And you can tell in both his interviews with Tucker Carlson and in this op-ed that he really believes, he can just talk his way out of this problem, that he has the right to. But the line in the op-ed that is so telling about this era and how much Trump has changed the party is that line where he says, they're not coming for me, they're coming for you. And that right. is exactly what Trump tells his voters. He says, tomorrow, they're going to bust through your door and accuse you of sex trafficking. And believe me, they have the power to ruin your life. And that is the theme of Matt Gaetz's response. Defy, double down, deny, dismiss, and tell the voters, I'm fighting for you. I'm actually going to be fine, but they're going to destroy this country and they're going to destroy you. And, you can see by the way that after how badly the Fox interview went, that he would even write this op-ed is indicative of the fact that he wants to keep talking. And I don't think this is the last time we're going to hear from him.
And Kimberly's very strange. I remind people, you are trained as a lawyer. This is just weird. Whether it's defiance or it's the death of shame, either there's an investigation and there's something there or there isn't. I don't know who would have told Matt Gaetz that this is the right approach, but for him, it's working for the moment.
Well, he believes so anyway. I mean, if I were a defense attorney and he were my client, I would advise him to say nothing, because anything that he says can and will be used against him. What we hear in those TV legal shows is absolutely true. And I think AB is right. We're on the same wavelength, maybe because we share a birthday. But what you see here is a through line, which I think begins in the locker room talk, how that infamous statement by Donald Trump was dismissed as locker room talk. And then the first thing I thought of, too, was Roy Moore, the fact that Donald Trump created the playbook that you stand by, you deny, and as long as you're denying it, you can just push your way through and try to withstand the political fallout. And that's exactly what you're seeing Matt Gaetz doing, even though Donald Trump himself is not defending him here. It really, there was a time not very long ago that this would have ended a political career. Charges this serious would have ended a political career, but that is no longer the case. And it's this turnaround game you're putting it back on Democrats, cancel culture, and all this other stuff that's nonsense. It's just this attack mode, but that is what Republicans have right now.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.